Bruce Lee was the greatest martial artist to ever live. I fought a lot of great champions. I trained a lot of great champions, but Bruce was like one step above everybody. He wasn't just a martial artist who did kicks and punches on the screen. He could do it for real.
Imagine this. Before his death, Jim Kelly made a shocking statement that stunned both fans and critics of Bruce Lee. The martial arts legend claimed he had witnessed Bruce Lee perform moves that were simply beyond the reach of any camera to capture.
One thing I regret in my life is that I never had the opportunity to train a long time with Bruce, spend a lot of time with him, take private lessons with him, but I did have the opportunity to work with him a little bit. And
Kelly revealed something that had long been a subject of debate, something powerful enough to silence every critic who had ever claimed that Bruce Lee was nothing more than an actor.
And in my opinion, Bruce is the greatest martial artist to ever live. I know many great martial artists, but Bruce was like a level above us all.
For years, some people believed that Bruce Lee was a true martial artist. However, there were also many who claimed he was nothing more than an actor capable of performing martial arts tricks.
If Bruce Lee really could beat me in a fight, I would really think this is an interesting world, because that should not happen.
But Kelly's statement changed everything and brought clarity to the debate. In his account, Kelly described Bruce Lee's level of martial arts skill as something that defied measurement, physical strength, and even logic itself.
I was very lucky to get Enter the Dragon because they were having problems with one of the actors for my part and negotiating contracts. So in the meantime, they were interviewing other actors, and I guess Bruce recommended me also, and the producer, between the producer and Bruce, they decided they want me. So with Bruce's help, I got the part.
In a statement, Kelly firmly declared that Bruce Lee was a fighter who went beyond the limits of logic and any known martial art. This was because Bruce Lee possessed several qualities, such as speed, precision, and control that placed him in a class of his own. It's important to note that Kelly's conclusion was anything but vague. Bruce Lee was untouchable. And you need to understand that this judgment carried tremendous credibility because Kelly was speaking from first-hand experience, not admiration. After all, Kelly wasn't just an actor, he was also an athlete.
Bruce Lee was unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable, guys. You don't know how great this guy was. People don't really know, but I know people he sparred with. I never mention their names either. But Bruce Lee was untouchable,
In his opinion, Kelly didn't just call Bruce Lee the greatest martial artist of all time. He went even further, saying that Bruce Lee was a step ahead of every other fighter.
Before that, in 1970, I was looking to train with him, and I went down to Chinatown. I couldn't find the school. So I found out later that he had left for Hong Kong. So I didn't get a chance to train with him, but I would have.
Kelly also testified that Bruce Lee's movements were incredibly fast, but that speed was used with remarkable efficiency. On top of that, his reactions were driven by anticipation, not mere reflex. Every strike, step, and pause seemed to be carefully calculated by Bruce Lee to create an opening before his opponent even realized it. This ability was backed by his quick adaptability, allowing him to shift effortlessly from defense to offense. In his account, Kelly also revealed that Bruce Lee's explosive power came from intense training in plyometrics, isometrics, and speed. This turned him into a lightweight fighter capable of delivering heavyweight level strikes. That's why it's no surprise that, during his lifetime, Kelly strongly opposed anyone who spoke down on Bruce Lee. His eyes had seen firsthand how the legend himself fought.
And I don't think anybody during Bruce Lee's time and during his era, before he died, I don't think anybody could have kicked Bruce Lee's ass. Not only me, nobody else. I think Bruce Lee was the greatest martial artist that ever lived. The guy was absolutely incredible. The greatest martial artist that ever lived, as far as I'm concerned.
For Kelly, this wasn't admiration, it was analysis. His observations showed that Bruce Lee wasn't built on illusion, but on observable excellence. Bruce's economical distance control and psychological composure placed him far above the fighters of his era. It's only natural that Kelly made these statements. He was one of the few actors lucky enough not only to live during Bruce Lee's era, but also to share the screen with him in the legendary film Enter the Dragon. However, after acting alongside Bruce Lee, Kelly's perception of combat changed drastically. In his words, he felt as though he was encountering a force of nature the first time he met Bruce Lee. Off camera, Kelly had the rare opportunity to learn directly from Bruce Lee. But it wasn't easy for him. Kelly admitted that Bruce tested every technique under pressure, adjusted the mechanics, and demanded absolute efficiency. One thing Kelly could never forget during his lifetime was Bruce Lee's ability to shift rhythm mid-movement. Just imagine, Bruce could turn a half-hearted punch into a trap, or even transform a feint into a knockout strike. Kelly also rejected the idea that Bruce Lee's absence from formal competition weakened his credibility as a martial arts legend. According to him, Bruce didn't need tournaments. He tested his abilities every single day. Kelly recognized in Bruce Lee the qualities that define an elite fighter: his ability to adapt, his pinpoint precision, and an unshakable calm under pressure. Kelly believed it was extremely difficult to defeat Bruce Lee in a hand-to-hand fight. The reason? Bruce had the uncanny ability to predict his opponent's movements with incredible speed and accuracy. Bruce Lee would typically read his opponent through subtle cues, breathing patterns, shifts in balance, shoulder tension, and other micro signals. While people might think Bruce possessed supernatural speed, it was actually the result of predictive awareness. As someone who had trained with Bruce Lee, Kelly observed that the martial arts legend treated sparring as a way to gather data, identifying attack patterns, cataloging his opponent's responses, and adjusting his own counters accordingly. However, even without Kelly revealing all of this, a few rare recordings of Bruce Lee's fights serve as powerful proof of his legendary skill. Take this footage, for example. Bruce Lee is seen fighting with his eyes closed. While most people struggle just to block an opponent's attack, Bruce Lee was able to dominate the fight. He successfully executed several takedowns with ease.